welcome to Lucy's Larking Adventures. We've got a treat in store for you today, something a bit different. We're going to one of my favourite places in southwest England, a place called Cheddar, which you might recognise from cheddar cheese, and it is in fact where it's made. So we're just about to drive through Cheddar Gorge, and I will film some of it for you because it is pretty spectacular. And then we're going to show you a bit of the village, because it's a really great, interesting old village. It used to be a sort of hamlet. It's got tons of history, and then we're heading off to a brook for some larking to try and find some exciting stuff. So I'll catch you up shortly, but I'll show you some of the lovely surroundings on our way. Okay, so we've arrived in Cheddar and we're just having a sort of leisurely walk round, and obviously we just sort of looked over the side at this little thing of water, and Ryan spotted a bottle which he's been able to get out. We thought it was older than this when it was in the water. It is sort of relatively modern. It is actually a Smirnoff bottle, but it says on it, I hope you can see that, Pierre Smirnoff, which they don't say anymore, so it's got a little bit of age to it, but it's not the oldest one we've ever found. But still, we're not even larking and we've already found something, so that's great. It really is just so beautiful here. Well, obviously we can't get in here, but we're going to follow this water along a bit further down or up, and see if we can have a lark and see if we can find some things. There are signs already in here of sort of bits of pottery and broken bottles, but obviously we can't lark just here, so on we go. Here's another lovely bit just a bit further up to show you, and it's really disappointing because it's lovely. The water's so clear, and we can see that there's loads of stuff in there. We can see an old Coke bottle, some other interesting looking bottles and shapes, but we don't have the permission here to get in. This is right in the centre of the Cheddar sort of hamlet, so we'll just have to watch them from afar this time. We're just going to go and see some cheddar cheese being made actually, so we will bring you with us and show you some highlights. So I don't know if you can spot it as well, but just down here, look, there's a really lovely looking piece of blue and white pottery that I really would like to go in and get, but alas, not for me today. So hopefully there'll be other finds somewhere else further along that will make up for it. Okay, hello again, Larkers. So we've had a lovely little day out looking around Cheddar, showed you some of the sights, and I'll put some more up at the end as well if you want to see a bit more of the lovely village in Somerset. We followed the water a bit further out by car, and we found this place, so we're going to get in here and have a look around. The signs are promising from the bridge just behind me, so we're hoping that we're going to find lots of stuff. The water's really clear, it's a really lovely day, so we're going to go as far as we can and see what we can find. So the first thing that I've spotted when I've got in is over here, so I'll bring you with me to pick it up, because look, it's in fact a little bit of clay pipe, maybe a bowl. Oh look, still with a little bit of the stem on it, and it's got a decoration on it as well, which I can't quite work out at the moment, but I can feel it. Yeah, so I think that's probably, apart from the Mr. Punch a couple of weeks ago, it looks like it's got sort of a military symbol on it. Does that look like someone with a... Oh, I don't know. I'll have to clean it up and have a look. And I'll show you it when it's all clean. So that's a really good start. We're going to have another wander around now, so I'll bring you back shortly and let you know what's here. So I'm just going to bring you with me on this little beachy bit because I like to sift through these. There's a lovely little piece of blue and white, look. I'm going to keep him. Some bits of broken bottle, which are always a shame, but it's a good sign. Oh, another little piece, look. That's nice, isn't it? I wonder what this is. Lots of broken pieces. It's a sort of metal ring. Another bigger one, which is strange. Okay. It looks like it goes on quite fast, so yeah, so we're going to go and have a browse. I will bring you back soon and let you know, catch you up on what we find. Okay, so I'm bringing you back because I'm sure you could spot that I've seen something here, look, just by this rock. So this is a completely new place for us to lark. I've been to Cheddar many times just to sort of, you know, spend the day in the village, but I've never larked here, so we were kind of a bit unsure what to expect. Some good early signs, and this looks great as well, so let's go and see if it's as good as it looks from above. Oh, it is really sweet. Look at that. Lovely shape. Lovely old top. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. That's good, isn't it? So it looks like there might be some complete bottles to find as well, which is lovely. Let's go and see if there's anything else. It is, you can probably see rocky, of course. Lots of green stuff. I think it's probably going to be a bit of a mix of, this looks newer, look, yeah, the recent dump. So there's going to be a bit of a mix of those as well. I'll take these out with me and clean up as I go, but hopefully lots of interesting stuff too. So I found another bit of glass here, look, which looks like it could be fairly complete, and I've got a little tool to help me because it looks fairly submerged, so let's have a look and see if we can get it out. This is going to be a bit of a game of old or new, I think. So I'm doing it one-handed, so if I look like I'm being really inefficient, that's the only reason why. New, I'd say. What do you think? Got to be, hasn't it, with that, do you think? Some right in there. Okay, on to the next thing. So here's a few smaller things just to show you the sorts of things that are coming up so far. So a nice little bottom of a pot, and that is someone Newman. I'm tempted to say James, but it's just really just a guess. And that's the Soho Square. So I wonder what that would have been. Some lovely pieces of blue and white look, which is always a pleasure. And some other pieces of pottery there as well at the bottom of a plate. The top of a cod bottle, which is always a bit of a heartbreaker, isn't it, when you know that they've been here. And at the top of this looks like a ceramic ink as well. So this sort of larger jug that they would have used to top up the smaller wells. So some promising signs. Let's hope there's some more complete stuff. I'll bring you back soon. Look at this lovely piece of pottery that's just waiting to be found. Isn't it just gorgeous? I can't wait to clean that up. And on the other side it has just got the remnants of a maker's mark, which I can't quite make out at the moment. Maybe some of you will recognise it. If I can show you. But I will give it a clean up and see if we can work out what it said. This is a rather sweet little thing to find. Look, it's ceramic, and I thought it may have been like an old school sort of inkwell. It's got the look on the top, hasn't it? But can't quite tell from the bottom whether it would have been or not. It looks like it's broken off of something else, doesn't it? So yeah, let me know what you think. Let's have a quick look at this, see if it's anything interesting. So it's a nice little jar, but actually I think it's pretty modern. It's got a screw cap, so I think it's pretty recent, which is a shame. And there's another bottle in here as well, which I think is probably recent just because of the colour of it. Yeah, it's pretty modern. Maybe it's a cider bottle. We are here in Cider County after all. So on we go to the next thing. So I've just picked this up. I thought it was a bit of plate or something, but it's got some sort of top on it, look. And underneath it's got these, can you see? It's got lots of different holes, so it must be some sort of watering spout or something. I wonder how old it is. What do you think? Is it modern? Let me know what you think. And I'll bring you with me for a bit. It's nice and peaceful along here. And it should be a bit easier to find my step. So, you can see this. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? I love that sort of dark blue. Cobalt sort of colour. It's lovely, isn't it? Look how clear it is. What do we think? Flower pot or old? There's another piece, look. I always think blue nails brings me, good luck with blue and white pottery. Seems to be a bit of a theme. think we've got some things Ryan's left here, which is good. Let's see what he's found. Oh yes, he told me about this, he thought he'd found gold. But it isn't. Feels like sort of clay actually, but isn't that sweet? It's nothing to find, isn't it? And then this, what does this say? Tromont? Is that a tea? Made in England. Oh, it's always nice to find a bit of a maker's mark, isn't it? I wonder what it was. I wonder what it would have belonged to. Oh, squidgier than I thought there. Now this doesn't look super old, but I'd say it's not super modern either. Probably about 70s or 80s, do you think? So yeah, it might be worth a little bit of a clean up, do you think? Let's look at this guy. That is modern, isn't it? Yeah. Plain piece. Hey look, 2 buttons, plastic buttons from a matching set it looks like. It's unusual, isn't it? Hi guys, just a quick catch up on a few things that we found. Ryan's found this ashtray, look at this. I reckon that's definitely got some age to it, don't you think? And in it I've got a lovely piece of purple pottery that I found, which was just a stunning colour, and a great big piece of clay pipe stem, which is always nice to find. So I'm going to just leave those here for a second. We'll come and collect those on the way back. And I'm going to bring you with me because I can spot a couple of interesting looking things already. Another nice piece of pottery, look. Sorry, I'm not showing you on my... Looks like almost a black picture. It's lovely, isn't it? It's just a rock. Oh, Ryan's got another piece of stem, look. My little tray. Oh, look. A nice easy spot, isn't it? What does it say on it? W. Oh, it's R. Whites and Sons Limited, London. That's really nice. I don't think I've got one of those actually. Always a pleasure to find these, so yeah, super. Really like that. And I don't know, I've showed you a couple of buttons already because I just thought they were funny, but there are buttons all the way along the bottom of this book, which is really strange. I don't know why that is. Just little plastic ones, so someone's obviously lost their collection. Hey look. What's that? Oh look, isn't he just the sweetest thing? Father Abbott. Oh well, that's brilliant, isn't it? I feel like it's oh look, it's Wade. I think he's lost a little bit of his face, but he's in pretty good condition, you know. I feel like he's really in keeping with this place as well. I don't know why. I love him, so he's a definite good find. Super pleased with that. Oh, that's odd. I thought this was a little piece of metal or something, and it's actually a glass bottle stop, which is nice. just a plain one, but they're always nice, aren't they, the little glass ones. It's a nice coloured pattern, isn't it? Nice jolly bit of pottery. Buttons. There's another top of something, or bottom of something, I guess, but it kind of looks like one of those desk inkwells, doesn't it? I found quite a few of those actually, just broken, but still got some hope that we might find a complete one. You never know. So when I'm bringing you with me, let me just say a few thanks. Firstly, thanks to my Patreons for supporting my channel. It honestly makes such a big difference, and I really do appreciate your support. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Since the last video, we've actually hit 5,000 subscribers, which I never thought would be possible. I'd be out doing this hobby anyway, but it's just so lovely to share it with you all, and to learn from you all and to hear what you think of it. So yeah, really appreciate that, so thank you. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Shame it's plain. It looks like a lid of something, doesn't it? I'm going to keep it anyway, you know me. Look at this. Oh, it's a nice thick piece as well, look. Covered in lovely pictures on it. I wonder if you'll... Yeah, it's got to be part of the same plate, hasn't it? Stunning, isn't it? Definitely got some luck today with the blue nails, so I'll have to remember that for next time. Oh, I don't know what that is. Looks a bit industrial, doesn't it? We're in a bit of a murky bit now, as you can probably see. But it's always worth a look round because you never know what might be here. Modern, isn't it? Okay, lots of modern bottles. We do clear up as we go. Lots of you have asked that, and we take as much as we can. Obviously, that we can't take everything we find that we'd like to, but we do give it a go. Take as much as we can. And we've headed up this path now, and we've just come up as far as this beautiful waterfall. Look. So we're not going to try and go up and over it, because it looks a bit risky, but we are going to try and get to the other side if we can, and see if there's anything just at the top of it. And in the meantime, let me show you a couple of things Ryan's just found. Look, a lovely green ceramic, looks like the bottom of a bowl or something, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that would have been lovely, wouldn't it? What a nice colour. That's lovely. Good job. And what's the other thing? What's that made of? What's it made of? Do you know? It's not metal. It's not metal, so... Ah, hard. Let me know what you think. It could be the mystery item for today. So I'll leave you now for a sec and bring you back when we find something else. See you soon. There we go, look, there's a little glimpse of the waterfall coming down. It's really lovely here, really peaceful, a beautiful sunny bank holiday weekend. And so it's really fitting that I've been able to bring you guys here for our 5,000 subscriber special. It's one of my favourite places and it's a pleasure to lark here. So I'm hoping for more exciting stuff. I'll let you know. I've seen quite a few of these blocks today, just knocking around this bit, which is it's strange to find so many of one thing in one place. They must have been dumped, or perhaps there's somewhere nearby that makes them, uses them, and they've just kind of got lost over time. There is always a heartbreaker in every lark that we do, where you just find something that you wish you could have found in complete condition. And this is definitely today's. Look at this. This would have been just magnificent, wouldn't it? I'm sure it would have had like a nice long elegant neck on it, but I guess it was never going to make it over the waterfall, so it's nice to find the remains of it, I suppose. So I'm going to finish up the lark here. We've sort of come to the end of finding things now, but let me just show you another nice piece of blue and white willow pattern with that easily identifiable design on it. Oh, and Ryan's found this, look, which is, I don't know what it is, but it's just really interesting shape, isn't it? So we have had a great time. We haven't found tons actually. My bag is not as heavy as it was last week for sure, but we found some really interesting stuff, which is good. Lots of different stuff. Lovely clay pipe bowl to start off with, and then a few other things. So I'll do a quick roundup when we get home. And if you watch my channel regularly, you know that one of my favourite and most regular things to find is the humble paste jar. No paste jars today, can you believe it, for the 5,000 subscriber special. However, if you are a fan of the paste jar and a fan of Lucy's Larking Adventures, please do go and check out my Etsy shop, and you can grab your very own paste jar if you would like one. I do post overseas as well, so yeah, go and have a look, check out what I've got for sale, and you can have your very own treasure that I found on my larks. You'll know that I love to keep everything that I find, but unfortunately just running out of space, so it's really nice to be able to share my treasures with you. I'll do a quick roundup, as I said, when I get home, and stay tuned for the end of the video, because I'll tell you a little bit of a story about Cheddar and its history when we're on the way back home. See you soon. Hi everyone. Okay, so we're back home. I've given some of these things a very quick once over just to clean them up a little bit. I'm going to show you some of the best things that I brought home today. So lots of pottery, as you can see, not many bottles today, but a few different things as well, which is always really nice to find. So let's start with this little bottle. It's actually a really sweet one. Nice little green glass, look, with the old top on it. Really lovely shape. So that's super. And then some of my lovely pottery finds we'll come back to. This lid has actually cleaned up really nice. It's actually in really good condition and I really like it. So I'm quite pleased with that. This is the bowl that Ryan found. Look at that, with that lovely beautiful green colour. And actually underneath, when we've cleaned it, it has got something written on the bottom, look. I don't know if you can read it, but it says something in Cheddar, which is where we found it, which is lovely. But we can't quite read that top word. It's longer than made, which would be the sort of, you know, obvious choice. So yeah, that's a nice little find. But some bits of pipe stem and two bottle stoppers actually quite close together. So this is the R. Whites and Sons London one, which is lovely. That's a really good example of one, isn't it? That deep W. And a lovely glass one. I really like the glass ones. This is a plain one. Sometimes you get them with some sort of embossing or symbols on the front, but this is just a nice plain one. It's still great. Some nice pieces of pottery here. This nice purple piece I like. I really love this. This is a little sort of black and white piece. I wish there was more of that. I'd love to see that in its complete state. And of course some of the nice blue and white as well. I found lots of that today, which is always great. Nice flower pattern, look. The interesting thing is that these four pieces here, some of them we found next to each other, but not all of them, and they do actually go together, look. So they are a little puzzle, and they do connect, which is super. That's always quite nice, isn't it? So yeah, it's a shame there's not more of it, but that's nice, isn't it, to be able to see a bit more of it. This is my favourite piece, look, it's got a really lovely bit of the pattern on it, with the bow and the house there and some nice trees. It's great, isn't it? And I also love this piece. Really lovely, quite a different design on it. Oh, excuse me, slight cat interruption again. So yeah, enjoy that piece. This is the one with the mark on the bottom, and I still can't see what it would have said. So if you recognise it, let me know. It looks like L-I-N, and then maybe P-A-C-O underneath. Yeah, if you recognise it, let me know. It'd be great to hear from you. And then finally, my absolute favourite find, I think, of today, probably not the star find, but my cutest find is Father Abbot, look, my little Wade Whimsy. So yeah, he's cleaned up beautifully. And actually I thought that some of his face was missing, but I don't think it is. I think he just needed a bit of a clean. So yeah, he's doing all right, isn't he? With his packet of crisps there, look. Which is fun. And then star find of today is the clay pipe bowl. Because of these pictures on it, I'm just so intrigued by them. I'd love to be able to find out a bit more about it. Definitely looks like someone sort of shooting a gun there. You know, a rifle with a head bowed there. And then if you look at the middle bit, it's actually a tree. And then someone the other side of the tree sort of, you know, knelt down. So yeah, if you think you can help me to identify it or you know anything about it, let me know. I think that wins Star Find, so I'm hoping that I'm back on the scoreboard of finder of the Star Find this week. So don't forget, if you haven't already, check me out on Facebook, Lucy Larking. You can also find me on Instagram, also Lucy Larking, and don't forget to have a look in my Etsy shop. There's lots of fun treasures for sale. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! So this is the view heading out of the village of Cheddar, an old hamlet that's been around for many years. And let me just tell you a little bit about the gorge, because I've always been slightly enthralled by it. So this is a limestone gorge, which is the site of the Cheddar show caves, and also home to Cheddar Man, which is Britain's oldest complete skeleton, which is estimated to be over 9,000 years old. And there is also signs of potentially older archaeological sites as well in the caves. There are two main caves here, and one of them has been used for centuries to mature the cheddar cheese, which is synonymous with cheddar. It was created here and made with local ingredients, and is now popular all over the world. The gorge itself is formed by meltwater floods, so it is spectacularly old, and keep an eye out as we go through for goats. Quite often see goats on the cliff edges, which is always a pleasure. So it's formed by meltwater floods over the last sort of 1.2 million years. In fact, the water and mud would have been forced into these limestone caves, frozen of course, and then the limestone became impermeable, and in the summers when it melted, it had no choice but to come over the surface of the rock, and over all of that time the depth of the water and the strength of it carved out this beautiful gorge, which is now one of the most popular tourist destinations in Somerset. And in fact it was named the second sort of wonder of Britain as a sort of natural site. As children, when we were growing up, the local myth was that the gorge itself was actually formed by giants who used to live on top of this huge rock, and they had fights, and they split it so that they didn't have to live in the same part of the cliff. But you know, that's just the local myth that we all grew up with here. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of a lovely part of Somerset, and the Larking that we were lucky enough to do here in Cheddar. Let me know what you thought, what your favourite find was, and if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. Thanks guys.